time, we be pubbing on the grind. If it's LJ from Houston, pulling up stats, you'll be pulling in stacks, hitting bookies from the back with no Vaseline. I need green and upsea quantities for a fiend, save the dreams for a king. This is H-Town, home of the lean. Astros is the team, and we rock it. We rock Texans for life, you can't stop it. Together like brothers and Becks and Jets.
Spending money down south, so that's what we supposed to do. I'm so used to it. You think you're proud of me, proud of me, and I'm so used to it. Big Mo would be proud of me. Big Mo would be proud of me. I'm so used to it. LjFrom would be proud of me. Big Mello would be proud of me. And I'm so used to it. Ricky would be proud of me. I know my mama would be proud of me.
Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, sports fans across the world? It's your man, LJ from Houston. Shout out to my man Zero. And of course, I'm so Houston. As y'all know, everything about me is Houston. So, hey, as y'all know, every Sunday morning, I come to y'all with my best NFL props for the week. We on week 16, ladies and gentlemen. This NFL season is just flying by. We only have a couple more weeks before the playoffs. So, hey, man, it's been a good ride. We had a good last week. My sides were good. Props, not so much. But, hey, let's see if we can bounce back today, man. And let's see if we can get some money on this week 16 NFL slate. Start off. My man Big Balls. What's going on, DJ Big Balls? What up, though? Live from Cali. My guy. Top of the morning. All right, man. Let's start it off, man. We got our guy, Joe Burrow, over 2.5 touchdown passes, plus 110, ladies and gentlemen. And the reason why we're doing that is just because Joe Burrow has just been slinging the ball last couple of weeks, man. He has 36 touchdowns on the season, and he's averaging 2.5 touchdown passes per game. And the last 6 straight games in a row, he's had 3+ touchdown passes. So they're playing the Cleveland Browns today, divisional game. I believe he's leading the in quarterbacks division games, touchdowns as well. So everything correlates to Joe Burrow having another successful day. And the Bengals somehow still are mathematically involved in these playoffs. So, hey, if they continue to win out and some teams slip up and lose, they can have an outside chance of getting into the playoffs. So, as long as Joe Burrow keeps slinging that ball, man, we're going to continue to get paid. So, hey, over 2.5 touchdown passes plus 110 for my man, Joe Burrow. And let's go to his main guy, Jamar Chase. 7 receptions plus anytime touchdown minus 102. Simply because 7+ receptions is what Jamar Chase does. He's averaging that on the season. And might as well throw the touchdown in there as well, because he's had a touchdown in 1, 2 1, 3 1, 4 1, 5 1. 5 out of his last 7 games. He didn't have a touchdown last week, but I believe he gets one today, coming back home with the division. I believe in him and Burrow. They're going to have a connection like they always do every single week. And Jamar Chase will cash his 7 receptions plus his anytime touchdown. Let's keep it moving, man. Let's go over here. We got James Conner over 17 carries plus anytime touchdown minus 130. And we're going to take Kyler Murray anytime touchdown plus 200. And this is the reason why, guys. Carolina's rush defense is one of the worst in the NFL. They allow the most rushing attempts between all the teams. James Conner is averaging 17 attempts his last 3 games. And 5 out of the last 6 running backs have averaged 23 rush attempts on the Carolina Panthers. The only one that didn't do it was Kareem Hunt. But every other running back, 5 out of the last 6, have averaged 23 rush attempts on the Carolina Panthers. And not to mention, 26 out of their last 31 games, going back to last season, guys, they've allowed a rushing touchdown to either the quarterback or the running back. And that's why I threw Kyler Murray in there as well, just because it so happens that they're in the goal line and Kyler Murray sees the opening, he's going to run that ball in and catch that touchdown. So we can either get James Conner touchdown, we can get Kyler Murray's touchdown. Either one, I believe he's going to cash as long as we get those 17 carries from James Conner, because I believe the Arizona Cardinals are going to run the ball today because Carolina's defense is worse in the NFL in the rush defense for the most part. So they should be able to run the ball and establish a good run game today and control this game for the most part. I'm looking for Arizona to go out there and cover that spread and beat the Carolina Panthers. But hey, we'll see what happens. Get the Cardinals away from home, see how they do on the road. But we're going to ride Kyler Murray today, anytime touchdown, and we're going to ride James Conner over 17 carries plus anytime touchdown. And we're going to do it like that. All right, let's move on. We have a nice little parlay here, guys. We have Justin Jefferson, 6+ receptions, and we have Brian Thomas Jr. for the Jacksonville Jaguars, 73+ receiving yards. And that parlay gets you at a plus 174. Now, this is the reason why we're doing this parlay, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Jefferson has been one of the leading receivers on the season. And he's had 6+ receptions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6-1, 7-1, 7-2, 8-2, 9-2, 10-2. 10 out of his last 12 games, he's had 6+ receptions. Now, they have it at 6.5 plus money to get 7. Now, I wouldn't mind you taking that, but I would take that as a single prop. I'm going to parlay the 6 and just bring it down because he's hitting the 6. And as far as Brian Thomas Jr., 73+ receiving yards, he's hit that in 1, 2, 3, 4 straight games in a row. So that's all Jacksonville has. Mac Jones has to throw to. So he's going to rely on that target a lot. And Brian Thomas Jr. has been cashing his receiving yards. So we might as well stay on them. Let's parlay it with Justin Jefferson. And let's get some plus money because these two guys has been doing this consistently the past couple of weeks. So we're going to keep riding Justin Jefferson, 6+ receptions, plus Brian Thomas Jr., 73+ receiving yards. And we got a plus 174, guys. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's go right here. Amon St. Brown, anytime touchdown, plus the win, plus 147. Now, we have the Detroit Lions going out to the Chicago Bears. Detroit's coming off a loss, guys, and this is what we've been waiting on since they lost to the Buccaneers in week 3 or 2, I believe, one of those weeks early in the season. So they finally lost, and this is where you take the Detroit Lions off a loss, going in the division that they have controlled for the past 2 years. Now, we already know how the Bears are reeling. They've lost 8 straight games, and they have an opponent coming in here that's coming off a loss. And Jared Goff with the Detroit Lions, 14-3 in his last 17 games versus the division. So I believe Detroit wins the game. We're going to take them first half and full game. But we're going to take Amon St. Brown anytime touchdown plus the win, plus 147, simply because Amon St. Brown is 8 out of his last 9 games on the road versus the NFC. He's had a touchdown pass. So we're going to ride that trend. Jahmyr Gibbs may get a touchdown as well. Full disclosure, I'm taking him. But didn't make him official today for the show. Let's just keep it simple. Let's stay to the trend at Amon St. Brown because I know Detroit is going to have to score touchdowns today. David Montgomery's injured now, so he really just have Jahmyr Gibbs and Amon St. Brown, the 2 consistent pieces that he can rely on. And I believe Detroit comes out with a good day coming off a loss. They're going to make a statement in the division today versus the reeling Chicago Bears. So let's stick to the wide receiver, man. St. Brown to get that touchdown and the win, plus 147. Let's go right here, man. We have our guy, Josh Allen, anytime touchdown. Plus, we're going to do James Cook, anytime touchdown. And that puts you at a plus 172 parlay. And this is why. Josh Allen, he's had a rushing touchdown 5 games in a row. At least one, because a couple of them he's had 2. But we're just going to stick to he's had a rushing touchdown 5 straight games. And he has history versus the New England Patriots as well. 5 games in his career, he's played New England at home. He's had a rushing touchdown 3 out of those 5 games. Last time they played with Matt Zappe at the quarterback for the Patriots, he had 2 rushing touchdowns in that game. So I believe Josh Allen is still trying to go after that MVP. He's probably in the driver's seat right now, but he still has to hold off Lamar Jackson because Lamar Jackson had a good game yesterday. So I'm expecting Josh Allen to have another good game today versus a vulnerable New England team that is probably one of the worst teams in the AFC right now. So I don't see any type of problems that Josh Allen is going to have versus the New England Patriots today at home. And we're going to tie with James Cook, his running back, anytime touchdown. Just because James Cook's had a touchdown 4 out of his 5 home games so far in the season, he's had a touchdown 9 out of his last 12 games. So I believe Buffalo runs the ball today, establish the line of scrimmage, and just beat up the New England Patriots on the defensive side of the ball. And I believe Josh Allen and James Cook cashes their touchdown today. So might as well parlay it. And let's get some plus money, guys. So there we go. Josh Allen, anytime touchdown, plus James Cook, anytime touchdown, at plus 172. All right. Let's look at this parlay, guys. We have a new NFC East parlay that I came up with just because these numbers have consistently been hitting. We have, first off, Malik Neighbors for the New York Giants. 6+ receptions. He's had that in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 and 1, 6 and 1. 6 out of his last 7 games. We have Terry McLaurin. 71+ receiving yards. He's had that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 games in a row. He's had 71+ receiving yards. And we have Brandon Arbery over 1.5 field goals. Simple reason why. 1, 2, 2 and 1, 3 and 1, 4 and 1, 5 and 1. 6 out of his last 7 games, he's had over 1.5 field goals. And we do know when the Dallas Cowboys are at home, Brandon Arbery is going to get his over 1.5 field goals because that's what the Cowboys consistently do as far as scoring. They usually stall in the red zone if they can get to the red zone, but as long as they're in field goal position, they can be on the 50-yard line. Brandon Arbery can get you a 60-yard field goal and cash that field goal. So we're going to trust that he gets over 1.5 field goals, which he's been consistently doing at home for the most part all season. And last, we're going to tie Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown because he's had that in 6 out of his last 7 games. And throughout the season, he's been pretty much stealing touchdowns away from Saquon Barkley. So they're playing a divisional foe today. And I believe if they get into the red zone, the chances of Jalen Hurts cashing another tush-push touchdown is very likely. So, hey, might as well add him to the parlay. And let's get some good money, guys. 6+ receptions for the Malik Neighbors. 71+ receiving yards for Terry McLaurin. Over 1.5 field goals for Brandon Arbery and Jalen Hurts. Anytime touchdown. That gets you a plus 730 parlay, guys. And let's get this money because I believe that's a good parlay that we can cash on. Texas Styles, early with LJ. Yes, sir. Top of the morning. We'll get this money. Trying to break these books, guys. So, hey, we're going to keep doing it. Try to get this money. So, yeah, that's my NFC East parlay that we're going to try to cash today. And think I had one more for you guys. Oh, yeah. Had one more. Let's go. Geno Smith, guys. Interception. Minus 117. And this is why we're doing Geno's interception. 5 straight games at home, ladies and gentlemen. Geno Smith has thrown an interception. 11 out of his last 15 games at home, Geno Smith has thrown an interception. Now, they're playing the Minnesota Vikings today at home. Minnesota still fighting for that number 1 seed and fighting for the division for the NFC North. So I believe they're going to be primed, ready to play today. And they're going to be looking at Geno Smith to make an interception today because the Minnesota Vikings defense, 9 interceptions in their last 6 out of the last 8 games. The only 2 games they didn't get the interception was versus the Chicago Bears because Caleb Williams has not been throwing interceptions lately. But other than that, the other 6 games out of those 8 games, they've had an interception. Not to mention, 5 out of their 6 road games, they've had an interception. 9 interceptions total. And the only game that was on the road that they didn't get it was Caleb Williams. So Geno Smith is primed to get an interception today. He's been doing it consistently. Vikings defense is very, very blitz worthy. And if Geno Smith is trying to run away from that defense, he's prone to make an interception. So, hey, we're going to stick to the trend. And let's keep cashing this Geno Smith anytime touchdown, guys. Tone Miggins in the building. Let's go, my guy. Who we got? Slate, interception plus 800. Okay, I like that. Jalen Carter, sack. Hey, man, I'm definitely going to ride with you on that one because he is a beast. And like we always say, them Eagles, man, that's your team. So, hey, they're going to have to come out and beat these Redskins today, man. Divisional game. May catch them slipping, but hey, Eagles should pull it off. But hey, we'll see what happens. But full recap, guys, we have Joe Burrow over 2.5 touchdown passes plus 110. And we also have his guy, Jamar Chase, anytime touchdown, plus 7 receptions. And that's going to get us a minus 102 parlay. We're going James Conner over 17 carries, plus anytime touchdown, minus 130. And we're going to take Kyler Murray, anytime touchdown, plus 200, because Carolina gives up touchdowns to the quarterback and the running back. Let's go with this one, man. Justin Jefferson, 6+ receptions, plus Brian Thomas Jr. for the Jacksonville Jaguars, 73+ receiving yards. That's going to get us a plus 174 parlay. Amon St. Brown, anytime touchdown, plus the win, plus 147 for the Detroit Lions. We have our NFC East parlay. Malik Neighbors, 6+ receptions. McLaurin, 71+ receiving yards. Brandon Arbery, over 1.5 field goals. Jalen Hurts, anytime touchdown. That's going to get us a plus 730 parlay, guys. And, of course, last but not least, we have Josh Allen, anytime touchdown. Plus James Cook, anytime touchdown. That gives you a plus 172 parlay, guys. So those are my parlays that I have for you guys today, man. So, hey, as we always say, man, not to mention Geno Smith interception today versus the Vikings. So, yeah, that's all I got for y'all today, man. So, hey, glad y'all can join in. Tone Miggins again. Yes, let's see if you can pull it out today. Let's get it, boss. Free Math is in the building, too. So, yeah, man. Guys, appreciate y'all for watching. Like I said, I do this every Sunday morning. Give y'all my best props. Give y'all my best looks. And, of course, follow me today on Jimmy, NFL Pub Hub, Pub Sports Radio. I will be giving out my best NFL sides, and I'm going to give him a couple of props today. I am top 5 in the leaderboard, number 3 behind my man Marley Betts, who's number 1 right now. So we're both going to be on there today. We're both giving out our plays, and we're both looking to cash today on this NFL Sunday. So appreciate you guys once again. I'm LJ from H-Town, Raw Words Podcast. And of course, next week, I will be back giving you my week 17 NFL prop bets. And of course, tune in every Friday, me and my Marley bets, going through the NFL slate. This week is going to be on Raw Words. We do a dual stream, Brothers and Bets, Raw Words Podcast, giving y'all our best plays for the NFL slate. So week 17, next Friday, we'll be giving a shout out. And of course, follow me on Twitter at LJ Sports Media. And of course, on YouTube, Raw Words Podcast, LJ from Houston. Type both of them in. They both come in. So, hey, until next time, guys, appreciate y'all watching. And of course, happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas. And of course, all y'all, man, enjoy y'all Christmas and enjoy the NFL games today for week 16 NFL, guys. So appreciate y'all once again. LJ from H-Town. Until next week, I am out.
All the time we be pubbing on the grind. If it's LJ from Houston, pulling up stats, you'll be pulling in stacks, hitting bookies from the back with no Vaseline. I need green and up see quantities for a fiend, save the dreams for a king. This is H-Town, home of the lean. Astros is the team and we rock it. Texans for life, you can't stop it. Together like brothers and best.
This H-Town for real.